Welcome back to Nicky's Nerfies. Nick Meckin here with Pickdawgz. Today is August 5th, 2023, and on this show, all we care about is the first 6 outs of the ball game, plain and simple. A Nerfie means no runs first inning, while a YRFI means yes runs first inning. But before I get into my free plays, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't done so already. Turn on that notification button. That way, every time I drop another Nicky's Nerfie, you are notified. And if you're looking for my premium picks, my MLB lock of the day, head on over to Pickdawgz.com and check out our premium picks tab. That's where you'll find my MLB lock of the day just for $20. And best of all of our daily packages come with credit guarantee. You can read more about that on our website under any daily package we cappers have to offer. Now let's roll right into today's games. We got an early Saturday, so let's roll right into it. Game number 1 between the Houston Astros and the New York Yankees. Right now for the Houston Astros, Justin Verlander is back and ready to go. His record this season is 6-5 with a 3.15 ERA. He'll be matched up against the New York Yankees Cortez with a 5-2 record and a 5.16 ERA. Cortez does have a little higher end of an ERA. Granted, he got off to a slow start this season, but has found himself a little later on in the season as we have played many games and are in the second half of the season. But how about this Houston Astros, Justin Verlander back onto the Astros squad. I'm expecting Verlander to be locked in with his old team. Same with Cortez. This is a big-time matchup, the Houston Astros and the New York Yankees. That's why in game number 1, I believe the Astros and the Yankees are hitting the Nerfie. No runs first inning. Let's roll into our second game between the Seattle Mariners and the Los Angeles Angels. Going back to Los Angeles where the Angels play. We got Kirby on the mound for the Seattle Mariners with a 9-8 record and a 3.43 ERA. He'll be matched up against the Los Angeles Angels. Anderson with a 5-2 record with a 4.98 ERA. Looking at this matchup, I know this game is played in Los Angeles where the Angels play. Mariners get off to a slow start. Usually after the 5th inning, they usually start putting pressure on that bullpen side of things. I mean, with Anderson pitching at home, he's a lot better. He's a 5-2 record. I know he'll be locked in from the start. He's got Brandon Crawford and A-Rod up there. With Rodriguez up in that lineup. I like to call him a little A-Rod, even though Alex Rodriguez is the official A-Rod. But we got Julio Rodriguez up there as well. He's a stud. You got to watch out for him if you're Anderson. But I think Kirby is a above average pitcher. He will contest a lot of batters early on in the ball game. But in game number 2 between the Seattle Mariners and the Los Angeles Angels, I think it's going to be a Nerfie. No runs first inning. So on to our third and final game that I selected for you today between the Atlanta Braves and the Chicago Cubs. Right now for the Atlanta Braves, Elder will be on the mound with an 8-2 record with a 3.18 ERA. He'll be matched up against the Chicago Cubs, Assad, with a 1-2 record with a 3.24 ERA. There's no question about it. Assad is not the Chicago Cubs go-to guy. With this offense of the Atlanta Braves team in that top of the order, probably the best in the MLB so far. Elder's 8-2. Granted, the Cubs did get no runs in yesterday's matchup. They lost that game 8-0. Maybe the Cubs could scratch a run off in the first inning, but I'm leaning more towards this Atlanta Braves team in this top of the order, scoring a run against Assad. Against the Braves lineup is just so powerful, probably the best in the MLB. That's why in game number 3 between the Atlanta Braves and the Chicago Cubs, we're smacking the YRFI yes runs first inning in this game. Let's take a recap of the games that I selected. Game number 1 between the Astros and the Yankees, we're hitting the Nerfie. Game number 2 between the Mariners and the Angels, we're hitting the Nerfie. And in game number 3 between the Braves and the Cubs, we're hitting the YRFI. Once again, this is Nick Meckin with Pickdawgz. If you have not done so, smack that like button. Helps me out a ton, and it costs you guys none. And subscribe to our YouTube channel where we have over 136,000 subscribers and growing daily. And feel free to leave a comment below. Like to engage in my comment section. You guys have been absolutely awesome. And if you're looking for my premium picks, my MLB lock of the day, check that description below. The link is there, and I will see you guys tomorrow.